Why do you have to lie about that?
Is this true?
With you and my sister, none other than TT Torez, right here. iPower 92.1.
Yep. It's Girl Talk on iPower 92.1 Interactive Hip Hop and R&B. I am TT Torez, and if you're just tuning in, on the phone lines is Royce. The season finale of Basketball Wives aired last night on VH1. Let's bring her up. Hey, Royce.
Hey.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
Good. It's great to have you back on the show.
Thank you. I can barely talk, so don't laugh at me.
I'm not. I heard you got some work done. Something with your teeth.
Yeah, I had to get my wisdoms out, and I took so long to get them out because, I've never had braces, so I was a little scared, getting them out. People were talking about breaking jaws and having to get braces, and I was scared, so I waited too long. So one of them was attached to a nerve, and then on the other side, they had to shave a bone or something, so I still can't feel my lip. They said it could be like that for a month.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like it hurts.
Part of it hurts, but then the other side where I can't feel my lips just feels weird.
Yeah.
Because it's moving, but I keep asking people, is it moving? And they're like, yes, Royce, it's moving. I'm like, well, I can't feel it. I want to feel it.
Funny. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you feel better. You don't have to talk. You don't have to talk too loudly, I should say.
Okay.
But look, it's great to have you back on the show. The season finale was last night.
Yes.
Oh, girl, messy, honey. Did you blame Tammy for chin-checking Evelyn?
Did I blame her? Heck no. The thing is, I didn't even know. That's why when she tweeted something, last night, and she was like, everyone knew but me. I knew she wasn't talking about me, but I wanted other people to know she wasn't talking about me because she knew I didn't know. I had no idea. And, people, are sitting there saying, oh, Royce can't hold water. She just like Susie, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, look, I own up to my mistake. I'm far from perfect. However, if Tammy was as close to me as she is right now, and Evelyn wasn't, and I knew that went down, me being me and being real, I would have almost felt like I had to say something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just some things, it's the G code, the girl code.
Exactly.
Some things you can't keep to yourself, and that is one of them.
And I feel like if I hadn't have said anything, and I did know, if I did, Tammy would have wanted to, run me under the rug, too. You know what I'm saying? So I probably would have wanted to fight somebody myself.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's sad. You know what I mean? Because you befriended this girl.
Right, and I think that's the thing. I was in that same place Tammy was in. I wasn't there, but had I been there, I would have been like, oh, hell no. Because at the reunion last season, I was the one crying, saying, thanks for giving me a chance to get to know me for who I really am, and, you guys are really this and really that, and I really meant it. I was genuine about it. And obviously, said it from her heart as well. But then when people start showing their true colors, you kind of start feeling stupid, because it's these people put themselves out there as being certain type of individuals, and then they go and they do something like that, or they don't tell you about it.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that they're bad people or anything like that. They're not my friends. Tammy and I are cool. Ashley and I are cool. Susie and I are cool. And I even squashed my drama with Gloria. But when it comes to calling Jen and Evelyn, those are my dogs, those are my girls, I can't do that. I don't even have a problem with Shawnee, but she has that mentality if her girls don't like you, she can't like you either. And I'm not in high school, so I don't have time for that.
Oh, that's what it seems like, especially Evelyn. She still is that 17-year-old girl in high school, and it's pathetic and it's sad. And to your defense, Royce, everybody, we're talking to Royce from Basketball Wives, everybody was looking at you, including myself, with the crooked eye when you first got on that show. Here this chick coming with the drama. But after speaking to you and after seeing how the show unfolded, I was like, well, Royce is really not the one with the problem.
Right.
It's the other chicks on the show.
Yeah, but the thing is my life is kind of like an open book, and not necessarily on purpose. When I signed up for the show, I knew that a lot of people were going to have the side eye about me anyway. So it's not like I can really hide anything, because everything is even put out there that I can't really even talk about. I mean, when I did the whole pool party, it was dumb, and I learned from it. I grew up from it, but as far as who I am as a person and my morals, there's just no way that half the stuff that they put out there half the stuff that they say. It's just not me. Not that I wouldn't put it out there if it was. It's just not me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not the girl that, like, has all these dudes under my belt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, like, going to sit there and be, like, sleeping with any and everybody on TV.
Yeah.
It's never been me. It never will be me. And people can have their rumors and stuff, but what I always say is rumors are rumors, truth is truth.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you can sit there and run my name through the dirt.
Yeah, girl. Tell them your Twitter tag.
Exactly. And I'm going to still come out clean.
Yeah.
Because you can only tie me to, what, 2 people? Dwayne and that dude. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, the other dude. Who you can't say, but I can, Dwight Howard. All right, so look, we got to go into commercial break, but I want to chit-chat with you some more, Royce. Everybody, if you're just tuning in, put on hold real quick. There you go. Everybody, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Royce from Basketball Wives, and we'll be back. It's about 921.
Hi. It's girl talk.
Why do you have to lie about that?
Is this true?
With you and my sister, none other than TT Torez, right here. iPower 92.1. The Lodge.
All right, everybody, it's Girl Talk. It's TT Torez, and if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Royce from Basketball Wives, and of course, the season finale aired last night on VH1. Outside that twerking moment, we haven't seen any more booty popping twerking things from you.
Yeah, except when I'm, like, with Fantasy.
Yeah, and well, you know, obviously that's your job. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't take that as, you know, Royce is twerking being a hoochie mama. No, that's what you do. That's a J.O.B. And
Right.
even with the relationship with you and Dwayne, I would say this, you guys haven't even shown much affection on the show in terms of, like, being all over each other. And I know you dress sexy for him, but we didn't see it go there like Ocho Cinco and Evelyn. We didn't see that.
And even the thing with that, like, I'm not even going to lie. I opened my mouth about, you know, me doing something nice for Dwayne, and, you know, they knew that, you know, I dressed sexy for him every now and then, and they wanted to film it, and I was like, no. And they were like, come on, Royce, you have to film this many times this week, blah, 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 and they kept wanting that. So what my plan was, I found, like, the most unsexy lingerie that I had. I didn't do my hair. I wore some ugly shoes. But, like, when I walked out the door, I purposely walked out like that and sat on my foot because I was trying not to be sexy, thinking like they wouldn't air it. But it backfired on me because they did air it, and I looked like really like a 12-year-old trying to be sexy. For a setting like that, I can't just be, you know, straddling my man and being, that's just too much.
Yeah. Do you think that relationship is pure, or do you think it's just for television?
Which one?
Ocho and Evelyn.
I don't really know. I can't sit there and say, like, oh, it's definitely real, because I still hear about it on Twitter or TMZ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can't really say. I don't want to sit there and knock them for their hustle if it is a hustle, because if they're willing to go that far to getting married and talking about having babies and stuff, then, you know, hey, so be it. But, I mean,
well, here
his own.
I don't know about Evelyn, but Ocho damn sure got a baby on the way, allegedly. Here on this show, we know the real deal, Royce. There was a rumor that this would be your last season with Basketball Wives. Is that true?
That is not true.
Okay.
That's not true at all. I will be back, and hopefully you'll see more of, like, what I'm doing outside of, like, someone else's status. You'll see me with my book, College Girls, which, is on pre-order right now. You can pre-order it on my website.
Yeah, I saw you tweeting about that book, and I want to talk about that book and other projects that you have coming out, Royce. So do me a favor and hang on to the phone line so we can take a quick break. Everybody, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Royce from Basketball Wives. We'll be back. It's iPod 921.
It's girl talk.
Why do you have to lie about that?
Is this true?
With you and my sister, none other than TT Torez, right here. iPower 92.1. The Lodge.
All right, everybody, if you're just tuning in, it's iPod 921 Interactive Hip Hop and R&B. I am TT Torez, and we're going talking with Royce from Basketball Wives. Let's bring her back up. All right, so I saw you tweeting about the book that you have coming out. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
The official release date is next Sunday.
Is that a series of fiction novels?
It's fiction, but it's not fiction. It's loosely based off of, like, my life, my friend's life in college, but it kind of talks about, like, the side of college people don't really talk about. You know, you go through the STD scares, you go through the rapes, you go through the relationships, you go through the tears, the laughter, you go through everything. it's not just like going to school or going to the party. You know, that's
did you experience any of that? Did you experience rape?
I did.
You were raped on campus?
You gotta read the book.
Oh, wow.
But I don't think it's that hard to figure out who I am in the book. But it's not just me. You know, I kind of like mesh some characters together. But hopefully you'll see me with my book. And outside of that, I'm doing a 14-city tour for a stage play called Cheaters. It's written by Dennis Reed, no relation. And I have my nonprofit organization called Dance to Live, which is piggybacking off of the Michelle Obama campaign for healthy kids.
Good. So you're really turning this Basketball Wives thing into a Royce Reed franchise.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing that. And outside of that, I'm, also pursuing other things that are more long-term, not just a gig here or a gig there.
Yeah, hosting parties here and there and whatnot.
Yeah,
and then that's that.
Trying to like build my brand.
Good for you. Good. That's the way you have to do it. Thinking smart. Are you happy with how this season of Basketball Wives turned out?
For me, I am. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think like overall they got the ratings that they wanted. I stay true to Royce regardless. You either love me or you hate me, but it is what it is. I don't think there's ever going to be a time where there's something that is edited wrong to where I can be like, that's not what really happened or whatever. Like even the whole Susie and Gloria ambush, the only thing I can really say about that, or they showed me saying it, was that it was more for Gloria, not Susie, and I felt bad that she was a part of it. And I clarified it more even during the reunion, but people were like, oh, you set Susie up, blah, blah, blah. And even with the dinner, where they all met Dwayne, and they're like, you should have said something. I did say something, but I'm not going to sit there and be like holding anybody's hand. I told Susie all she had to do at one point was just tell Evelyn to shut the F up. You know
Do you think she's really scared of Evelyn?
She's not anymore. Like, I talk to Susie all the time, and she's at the point now where she's like, dang, they got me on there looking like a wimp. And I was like, you were. Mm-hmm. I was like, they don't have you on there looking like anything other than what you were.
Well, last season, Evelyn was all in tears, and this season, she's like barking all over the place.
Yeah. Girl, stop. Mm-hmm. I call it like, what did they say? Somebody said it on like Housewives of Atlanta, where they have camera balls. Yeah, I think that's what she has, because, please. Evelyn can sit there and try to curse me out back to back to back, and I'm like, is that the extent of your vocabulary?
Wow. So what's going to happen with you and Dwayne's relationship? So is the ring going to come? Are you patiently waiting? Or is this a man that you're just taking your time with and slowly but surely growing into this relationship?
You got to watch. There's definitely been some changes. I'm definitely happy. You'll get the answer at the reunion, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to be there for sure at the reunion.
Yeah. We already filmed it.
All right. Well, look, I'm not going to keep you much longer, but will you continue to check back in with me after the reunion and also when season 3 comes back around?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Like I said, I have no problem. Like I said, you either love me or you hate me. I don't really, dwell on that. I got one life.
And you better live it. You better live it, girl. Ew. So my final question to you, Royce, and then I'm going to let you go. But there was a rumor on the internet that you are no longer receiving child support because you picked a picture of you and Dwight Howard's son, Braylon. And part of the agreement was that you couldn't put him on television. You couldn't pick his pictures and put it on Facebook and whatnot. Can you speak about that or no?
I can't really talk about it, but I will say that Braylon is my number one. And like any other proud parent, like he's my angel. And regardless, I will fight tooth and nail. That saying, like, I'm not a lover, I'm a fighter, but I will fight for what I love. That's what I live by.
But damn, Gucci. Who gonna check me, boo?
But don't believe everything you read.
Who gonna check me,
boo? It ain't that deep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Who gonna check me, boo? Hit the drop. Look, Royce, I appreciate you for calling, and I wish you well on your book and everything else that you got going on.
Thank you.
All right, baby girl. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Yeah, give her the applause. Appreciate you for calling the show, because man, oh man, last night it was messy on Basketball Wives. Look, I gotta go and make room for the big homie King Tut, but before I leave, breaking news. I got more pictures of Bobby Christina snorting crack. Wow. I'm opening the pictures on my BlackBerry as we speak. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is so disturbing. Like, she is going in. Oh wow. I'm gonna post these to the TT Torez blog on iPowerRichmond.com. Wow. Oh really? Wow. Hate to end the show like this, but damn, Bobby Christina. Look, I gotta go. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for texting. Thank you for tweeting. We'll talk about this tomorrow. I'll save the rest of that conversation for tomorrow, beginning at 10 a.m. The juice, the drama, the fabulosity, and everything else will go down tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Thank you for texting and tweeting and all of the above. You guys know I love you for that. Bye-bye.